Hey guys, in today's video we're gonna be reacting to the ugly rise of Marlon.
It sounds weird, but for almost a century, psychologists have been studying attractive people, and they keep finding the same thing. The more attractive you are, the more people trust you, the faster you get hired, and the more you get paid. Basically, if you're hot, life runs on easy mode, and nowhere is that more obvious than online. TikTok's flooded with thirst traps.
Okay, I feel like TikTok and a bunch of other platforms, this is like so real, nah? And I'm obviously not gonna apply this to my own video, and I swear if you're hop off the video, I'm a crasher. But besides that, right, like if you see like on TikTok and stuff, most of like those popular or trendy girls are like Charlie D'Amelio and like those type of people. The only reason the high key blew up was, of course, there's like a certain like looks factor to it. Because like you see these girls doing these test strips, you don't catch a really not good looking girl doing it. And as soon as when it's like a really hot chick, it's
Instagram's a competition to look unattainable, and Twitter, holy It doesn't matter if you were born with one or if you bought one, having a pretty face is a cheat code on social media. I mean, we've seen it a million times. Every other week there's a new it girl, a new dream crush, a new guy who makes middle-aged women act feral. Which brings us to Marlon. A little over a year ago, Marlon
okay, right. I know the video is about Marlon, but I need to also talk about Lacey. Like, Lacey was already a pretty big creator because of clicks and stuff. But like at the same time, I'm feeling like the way Marlon blew up was pretty weird compared to Lacey. Lacey's my understandable. He was pretty decent at Fortnite, like me and myself, of course. But you know, besides that, I'm also pretty confused about like how this guy
out of nowhere. One day nobody knew who
but
he
I also
was,
think
the next he was streaming with Mr. Beast, walking A-list runways, and being crowned the internet's rising star.
Yeah.
On paper, it's the same story we've seen 100 times.
That clip,
a face shows up, the internet melts, and a career launches overnight. But the deeper I dug, the less that story held up. Because the path Marlon actually took to get here, it's a lot uglier than you think.
Golf carts.
Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal city in the south of Sweden. It was there where he fell in love with soccer, or as the Europeans call it, football. Whether he was playing for local teams or traveling abroad to watch the greats, the sport really consumed Marlon's entire childhood. But it wasn't long before basketball came into the picture. Marlon was tall for his age, and the game came naturally. By high school, he was actually pretty good. Good enough to get recruited into one of Sweden's top athletic programs. I genuinely couldn't pronounce the school if I tried.
Yeah,
oh
my
days. That includes names like Hugo Larsson, Emilia Nilsson-Garip, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By the end of high school, Marlon was ranked one of the top basketball players in Sweden, which is what brought him to the US, specifically to Lower Columbia College in Washington State, where he played college basketball. Now, Marlon's basketball career was short-lived. After just his freshman year, he went back home to Sweden, never to play college basketball again. So what was the point in telling you this? Well, because it was here, in an apartment at Lower Columbia College, that Marlon's social media career began. In early 2021, one of Marlon's college teammates pulled out his phone, recorded a video of the two of them dancing. He posted it to TikTok, and it popped. The views skyrocketed, and people flooded the comments asking the same question. So Marlon did what anyone would do. He made an account and started posting. Throughout his freshman season, Marlon and his teammate kept at it, spamming the same setup with the exaggerated smile and 15 seconds of choreography on loop. And it kept working. Hundreds of thousands of views became the norm, and the followers kept piling up. And once he got back to Sweden, you could tell Marlon had done the math on why his videos were popular. And spoiler, it wasn't the dancing. The choreography got phased out in favor of better lighting, more deliberate angles, and a shirt that more oftentimes than not just
this when he started blowing up.
But hey, it worked. By late 2023, Marlon had pulled
2023 and he's pushing 1 mil.
Thirst traps to
That's
TikTok.
crazy.
But there's a problem with TikTok. The app doesn't really pay its creators, and the little it does pay is pennies.
Here's my stats for the month, 251 million views, so...
Okay, now, but you see, guys, this is why I'm trying to grow on YT right now. Because, like, YouTube pays, like, I think it's like 48% or like 45% of a cut, right? And that's amazing compared to Twitch, compared to TikTok. Like, I feel like if I do ever post on TikTok and stuff, like me doing, like, the content I'm doing right now, I think it's only going to try grow me as like a personality and brand rather than me trying to make money on TikTok. Just like Joe Baralosi, like I feel like even with like Twitch, I'll probably do streaming, but right now I can't do streaming because Not even that, like, I don't wanna do streaming, but like, it's just like right on the laptop I'm using to record all this. I have a pretty good mic. Personally, I feel like my mic is pretty nice and stuff, and I also have a pretty good mouse and stuff. But then it's like my Wi-Fi is also pretty good. But the difficult part is I barely have storage on my laptop right now. I don't have a PC or monitor, so I gotta like hikey get a better setup. But I should do
Probably
streaming.
a lot
I
of
should
money,
do
right?
streaming.
$293.80. That's my paycheck for the month.
That's why every TikToker eventually pivots. They start a YouTube channel, they
Exactly,
launch a podcast, or even just ditch TikTok entirely. Joe Bartolozzi is a
Peak.
perfect example of this.
Is this
He
peak
blew
I
up on
see? Is this
TikTok,
peak
moved
I
to
see?
streaming, dragged his audience with him, and now he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch and barely touches
Yeah, we
TikTok
all
at
love
all.
Joe, right?
Which
We
our
all
next video
love
is on
Joe.
Joe, and we really want to do like an interview for it. So if you want to see that, go spam his chat and his comments saying Golf Cart sent you a DM. But anyways, Marlon tried the same thing. In early 2024, he went live on Twitch for the first time.
Yeah,
and despite a
2024
TikTok following
was
pushing
when he
million,
dropped
only
so
50
much.
people
Even
clicked in. The
2025.
next stream, fewer. The one after that, even less. This is where Marlon's pretty privilege starts to run out, because there's a difference between an audience that likes looking at you and an audience that likes listening to you talk. Marlon had spent 3 years building the first kind, and now he needed the second.
Bro, send that chat right now. If y'all got any funny videos, bro.
So if you're Marlon, what do? You have 1 million people who follow you for one reason and one reason only, and you've just spent 2 months proving they're not going to follow you anywhere else. You're 22, you dropped out of college, and the dream you've been
Damn,
chasing
bro,
for
my leg's
years
young,
is
dude.
collecting dust on a platform that
This
doesn't
guy's
pay.
like the same age as
Great.
Joe.
Most
I
people in
think
that
he's
spot
older
quit.
than Joe,
They get a
though,
real
like, by,
job.
like, 2 years
The
or
TikTok
something.
account goes dormant, and that's the end of the story. You see, when the attention isn't converting, you really only have 2 choices. Accept that the internet gave you the wrong kind of audience, or figure out how to put yourself in front of the right one. And that's basically the entire game online. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer, a
That's
creator,
Haiku
or
Matt
even an
setup right
entrepreneur.
there.
At some point, posting and praying just isn't enough. And that's where WAP comes in. WAP just introduced WAP
Oh
ads to
my
help you run your
gosh, Chad, we have to skip the ads. We have to skip the ads, okay? We have to skip the ads.
That was the path. If Marlon wanted in, he had to go get it. So he scrounged up what money he had and booked a one-way flight to Miami.
This whole week is
What?
banging.
Are you telling me, like, he saw that his content is high-key going down, right? And he's like, nah, let me go to what's called Miami and, you know, post a bunch of that, talk to popular guys. Like, that is not the right move. I'd rather have Marlon say, yo, I'm pulling up to New York or LA or something. But Miami, that is so random.
He didn't really have a plan past landing.
Ah, but
he had a
damn,
hotel for a
low-key.
few nights, a camera, and a goal of streaming every single day. And that's pretty much what he did. Every day was the same. He'd walk
What a
around,
case,
talk to
Cap.
strangers, eat, sleep, stream, repeat. After a few weeks, he was pulling in over 150 viewers per stream. Then one afternoon, he opened Twitch and saw this.
Oh yeah, Lacey and Clicks. Clicks my
Lacey and
goat
Flicks,
though.
2 of the biggest
Clicks my
streamers on the
goat,
platform,
though.
were doing an IRL stream in Miami. They were offering free haircuts to random strangers on the street.
Yo, and is Marlon gonna just pull up or something?
Marlon saw the stream and instantly recognized where they were.
Yo, chat has to be. Chat has to be right here. Oh my gosh. Chat
Oh
has to be
damn.
right here.
Oh wait, this is
He
actually.
found them, walked up,
Oh,
and
so
asked
this is
for a
how
free
it
haircut.
started. I low-key didn't know how this started.
What's good, bro?
Oh my god!
What's up, bro? Chill. What's up, bro?
And just like that,
Type,
Marlon, the guy who 3 months
Chat,
earlier
this
was
makes me,
watching his own
like,
viewer
so
count die in real
motivated,
time,
though.
was suddenly live in front of 30,000
32
people on the front
views.
page of Twitch.
I mean, I love Clicks and like Clicks is also good.
That's your time? Hey, Mason, check my shit out.
This is the exact reason he
Sick.
booked the one-way
Okay,
flight.
I
Everybody's
feel
paying
you know
bills
what's the
in
thing,
time right now.
right?
This
Personally, I go on flights often, but I don't. Okay, not often. I go on flights like every like 4 months or something. Eh? So like, you know what? I see a plane ticket to Miami, just a ticket for one guy for almost $700. To me, you know, like I'm shocked. Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't take long
is
flights.
what every
Okay,
aspiring streamer plays out in their head at 3 a.m. when they're wondering if it's ever going to work. And from the outside, it really did look like it was working.
We going up by
He
views
blew up
every single day.
fast.
I went from averaging like 20
Are those
views,
eggs?
and then the
Nah,
past
those are
week,
eggs, those are
I
eggs,
averaged
those are
like
eggs.
140, bro.
But the numbers that actually mattered, the ones in his bank account, were going
Oh,
in
I
the
thought
wrong
this was a
direction.
plane ticket. I was
don't know
so
what to do
sure.
anymore with this, bro. Like, I feel like everything just comes crashing down on me, bro.
Because here's what nobody posts about. Marlon's streams were growing, but he was burning through his savings faster than Twitch was paying him out.
I'm trying to figure out if stay tomorrow, like I have to. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay on the street, right?
Every day he stayed in Miami was another day of cheap hotels, cheaper food, and doing the math on whether getting a haircut was worth eating that night.
but I don't have $40 to spend.
Yeah,
I don't
they
have
messed up this
$40.
guy's
I'm not gonna eat tonight.
side.
I promise you, I'm not gonna eat tonight. What am I supposed to eat with? My $0 in my bank account? My $5 that I got yesterday from a homeless person because I stole from his cup and didn't give him money? What do you?
For weeks, he was living off of oatmeal, bouncing between hostels with
Nah,
beds
but
that he
like the
couldn't
fact,
fit
like,
in,
you know,
and
he's still looking
Airbnbs that were
good
covered in
in this type
roaches.
of diet.
What the is that? What the is that?
Is that a
Do you
rat?
see that, right? Do you see
Ah,
This
poor
is what it
man.
actually looks like to bet everything on yourself.
I haven't been able to sleep well. I haven't been able to sleep properly. There's no way in this world that any other streamer would do this, to go to this extent to try to fucking pursue streaming, bro. There's no fucking way.
But after 2 months in the States, Marlon's funds had dipped deep into the red, and he was forced to go back
This
home to
guy's
Sweden.
dead
I just
now.
want to say I'm sorry for the echoing, bro.
Nah, pushing 1K
This
streams.
is my last resort, chat. I'm in the garage, bro.
For reasons that aren't really clear, his parents' house wasn't an option to
find
stream
his
from
ass.
anymore, so he had to set up shop in a garage an hour away from home.
I couldn't afford an apartment. I couldn't find a
Yo, this yo, can I say
Which
this?
on
This streaming, like, okay, this streaming area he's talking about, right?
Sweden.
I just want to say I'm
I actually think this is better than booking a hotel and streaming a hotel. Like, you know, like how Kaisnet has like a massive streaming room. This is like the equivalent, but like it actually looks nice. Basketball hoop in the background. That low key adds like character to the back. You know, mine is my background. Forget about my background. Talk about his background. His background looks nice. It looks enjoyable. Okay. My background, it's a whole mess because I'm recording this at flipping 6 a.m. in the morning and I gotta record another video because I'm hikey trying to, like, you know, blow up here and there. But also, I low-key just like reacting to content. Like, doing these type of videos, I enjoy doing this. And I'm hopefully blow up all
This
this.
is my last resort, chat. I'm in the garage, bro.
For reasons that aren't really clear, his parents' house wasn't an option to stream from anymore, so he had to set up shop in a garage an hour away from home.
Couldn't find
This is like
afford an
pushing
apartment. I couldn't
2025.
find
And he peaked in
a
2025,
office.
I think. I mean, he's still
couldn't find
peaking now.
anything.
Which honestly sounds like a step backwards, but the bet had already started paying off. He just didn't know it yet. By September 2024, Marlon's
500
viewership had
tight.
climbed past 500 a stream, and the money was finally starting to catch up. As he grew, so did his
good,
network.
that's good.
Within a few months, he was streaming with
Oh,
huge names like
that's
Ray and Nick
Ray.
Nyrcena, and even flew to Mexico to stream IRL with Lacey. By January, things had really started to line up. Streaming was finally turning into something sustainable, and after months of paperwork, his US visa came through. So he packed up the garage, flew to LA, and moved into Nick Nyrcena's house.
Okay, see, now it
I'm living
makes
at
sense to
somebody's
move
crib.
to LA.
It's a nice
They're
little
Miami,
area right
okay,
here, but
it
they
makes
said I
more
could have
sense right
this
now.
as like my streaming room and I could just like crash on the couch.
Just a few months after landing in LA, Marlon had reached this inescapable level in streaming.
So, boys, listen, first of all, I just want to say we hit 100,000 subscribers, bro.
It was like you'd never heard of him one day, and then suddenly he was everywhere.
There's this new streamer, his name's Marlon.
I think I got some coming with Marlon soon.
This guy gets
Who's he
thousands
chilling
of
with?
viewers
Okay, guys. Okay, I know I keep on pausing, but who's this guy?
Heard of him one day, and then
I'm not
suddenly
talking
he was
about a
everywhere.
certain
There's this
streamer.
new
I'm not
streamer, his
eating,
name's
man.
Marlon.
I'm
I
not
think I
eating.
got some coming.
Playboy Max. Whoa. I don't. Okay, I know. Obviously, he used to be and kinda still is a really popular streamer. And like, obviously, I shouldn't. You know, I have no business talking about this as a person which isn't a, you know, necessarily a streamer or the best YouTuber of sorts. But it's me about Playboy Max. Like, I always see this guy with like the worst takes known to man, and then at the same time, it's almost like, I don't know, bro. I don't know this guy. I see him. It's like how people probably view Marlon like before he blew up. But I see this guy, and I always see him with like a bunch of other streamers, and he like collabs all that time. But then as soon as this guy doesn't collab, it's like all of his views are gone. And like, should I go to Twitch and check? Okay, no, I'm doing too much.
With
I'm
Marlon
doing too
soon.
much.
This guy gets
Who's he
And
chilling
plus, I
with?
don't think anyone's streaming
No,
at
no,
this
I saw
time.
this when he
Literally
first
sitting on
started in like this shipping container almost.
And that's actually a pretty accurate way to describe what happened. Marlon went from averaging less than just 600 viewers in December to over 15,000
Oh,
in
that's
May.
gross.
That's a
That's bad growth.
2,400% increase in a matter of just 5 months.
His first time being at the house felt supernatural. Phase Marlon, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
It's hard to not give Lacey his flowers for his role in this. Lacey was a much bigger streamer at the time and basically made Marlon a staple character in his streams. But he wasn't doing it out of the kindness of his heart. At the end of the day, Lacey's streams performed better when Marlon was in them. I mean, look at his most popular TikToks. Half of them are Marlon.
Yeah, 10 more.
Marlon's friend!
What made it work was
No, I remember this clip. Oh my gosh, Marlon's friend.
is really the dynamic between the two of them. Just
I'm
the sight of them
tearing-
next to each
I'm
other
tearing
told you
up.
everything
No,
you
I'm
needed to
tearing
know.
up.
They looked like
I'm
two
tearing
people
up
from
into
completely
mine.
different movies who somehow got written in the same scene.
Damn,
On
what
paper, the
happened
duo
to
didn't make sense. One had a cool,
But these guys
calm,
are
pretty
such a
boy
duo,
energy,
like,
and the
yeah.
other was loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered.
I wanted to show you like a good time, right? Obviously, like, you know, like, just like, no. We got it. What?
Damn, but my name
It's
is
the
like
same reason
tall,
Jonah Hill
man.
and
This
Channing
guy's like
Tatum
6
work
foot,
so well
though.
together. One's the type of guy who says something weird, realizes it, and then makes it worse by trying to fix it.
You're not asking me to prom, are you?
No, I mean, if...
The other says everything with a smooth, charming confidence. You put them in the same room, and the joke kind of writes itself.
My name is Jeff. It's Hefe, man.
That's exactly what Marlon and Lacey had. The internet got one look at it and couldn't get enough. And once the clips started spreading, more and more doors started opening on their own. Aiden Ross, Mr. Beast, FaZe Clan.
FaZe didn't sign you yet?
Nah, Mr. Beast is crazy.
Yeah.
Marlon became a household name in streaming with a core audience of viewers who genuinely wanted to watch whatever it was that he streamed. Throughout 2025, he continued to push his reach as far as he could.
What do you mean by,
And
like,
in late
out of the
October, he took
camera,
one of
but,
his
like,
biggest
high
swings
key
yet,
looks
a
like
full tour across the United States. The goal? 50 states in 28 days. By the end of the year, Marlon had become one of the standout faces in streaming with over 1.6 million followers to his name.
Marlon, he blew the
Nah, it's like the African tour for real.
Marlon is the definition of a rising star. The beginning of the year, he was just getting known, and now he's literally like one of the top known people in streaming. That is the definition of a star who rose.
Hope everyone's having a good night. I'm so excited to present the Rising Star Award. This category celebrates the streamers who began the year with under 1,000 average viewers and have shown rapid growth and huge potential for the future. And the winner is Marlon!
This guy's hide mocking everyone he sees.
Oh man. It's kind of crazy, you know. It's been a long year. Want to thank my team, of course.
Why am I so happy right now? Like this happened like a whole. This happened like almost 2 years ago. Why am I so happy?
And then of course, Lacey, all the FaZe guys, everybody I collab with, you know, y'all pushed me this year. So thank y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all. So I appreciate y'all. I want to say last name, my bad. There's a lot of doubters, a lot of haters always gonna talk, but they're not the ones standing on the stage.
This guy looks good though. Okay, like obviously it's part of why he blew up, but like.
Now,
Damn,
there are a
Marlon
lot of
looks
people
cool.
online
Like,
who
I
really
think you only
credit
ran
Marlon's success to his looks.
And like, you know, as soon as I increase my camera quality, you know, you're not gonna see me for real, you know. I'm just saying. Okay, now let me hype you up.
In truth, the goal for this video was to figure out if Marlon's success really just stems from pretty privilege, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't go back and forth on him. Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is, but at the same time, he takes his shirt off on TikTok and it pulls 125 million views. And then people start using AI to put their faces on his body.
How to do the Marlon, I'm just trying to be myself trend.
There's no way.
But if you stop looking at pretty privilege like some sort of scarlet letter, you realize that Marlon's looks actually put him into a category of streamer we've never really seen before. This is definitely gonna sound like total glaze, but it's also kind of true, so Marlon's like this perfect blend of traditional celebrity and your average streamer. He's attractive enough to have that Hollywood vibe of being wildly unattainable, which is the same reason that he was the first streamer to sign with Calvin Klein.
I just signed a deal for Calvin Klein. I'm out here to sign another deal.
And the first streamer to walk the runway at Paris Fashion Week.
I'm about to walk in Paris Fashion Week tomorrow, bro. This is beautiful. This life is beautiful.
That audience that I mentioned earlier. It sounds shallow, I know, but the one that just liked the way that he looked. He found a way to monetize it. Through partnerships and campaigns with massive brands like Ralph Lauren, H&M, and Burberry, he's built out a modeling career that's almost as impressive as a streaming career.
H&M sat there with their creative director and said, we want you to be the first streamer to do London Fashion Week for us as well. Brother, this is crazy.
To take it a step farther, he has a natural tie to an audience outside of the US, which is huge. Because the US is known as the entertainment capital of the world, streamers based here tend to organically build audiences that are US based too. Don't get me wrong, that's a massive audience, but it's only a fraction of what's out there. Think about what iShowSpeed did. He found soccer, a sport that's kind of irrelevant here in America, but is the most popular one globally, and he made it the center of his content. Now look at Marlon. As someone who grew up playing soccer, he already understood the culture around the sport, so it didn't feel forced when he started integrating it into his content. The guy goes and plays in a charity match and seamlessly fits in with some of the greatest talent in the game. He's integrated into the soccer community oddly more so than speed. I mean, I was watching the Champions League semifinals the other day, and there pops up Marlon in a halftime commercial with Declan Rice.
Come on, bro, let's go.
At the start of this, I told you Marlon's story was uglier than it looks from the outside, and I think that's still true. The beds that were too small, the oatmeal in Miami, the roach-infested Airbnbs, and the garage that was an hour away from home. None of that fits the easy mode story everyone wants to tell you about good-looking people online. But here's the part I keep coming back to. The looks got him in the door, he could have stopped there, and a lot of people would have. Instead, he kept walking through every new room that opened, and now it's pretty tough to put him in just one box.
Since y'all was a kid, be honest, I feel like all of us wanted to become like YouTubers.
It's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's not about the clout, it's not about none of that chat, like at all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this because I'm being like, yo, I made it, because I haven't made it yet. God willingly, the only one that stopped me from not being the biggest right now is myself and my mind.
You are so delusional, I am, but listen, delusion got me here. Delusion got me my dream house.
Saying to my mom, literally like, Mom, listen, Mom, I'm gonna go to the States. I'm gonna be there for 3 months. I don't care where I sleep, Mom. I'll make this shit happen.
Delusion got me my dream car. Delusion
oh, he's from Swiss. Why do I keep on forgetting he's from Swiss? Because now I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, Marlon's from like New Jersey or something, you know. But then in my, like, that's what I've been thinking about. Obviously, like, at the beginning of the video, like, here, they're saying, nah, Marlon's from Switzerland and stuff. And I just forgot that.
And you're like, this is not even real.
Yeah, but like, hey, yo, I'm just saying these Swiss jeans are pushing.
Delusion made me pay my mom's rent forever.
So why is that so important to you to pay your mom's rent? Because my mom got me to this place. God first, of course, but mom got me to this place.
Damn, that's young, man.
You know, now it's my time to give back.
What's up, mama? Chad, say what's up to mama. Say what's up to my mama, man. Y'all haven't seen on stream, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, here she is. W mom, Chad.
Delusion flew my whole family out here for Christmas whenever they want, whatever they want. Delusion, I can get my niece whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
For the guys that do know or doesn't know, Marlon is my brother. I love him so much.
These guys' genetics. Are y'all see? Can we analyze this? No, yo. Those cheekbones. Who is that dead? Yo, who? This guy can be a streamer too. Both of them can be streamers. Yo, what? Oh my gosh, what genetics is that?
Like very
That's crazy.
Delusion.
Both of these guys are. Oh my god. One
so
key
you be quiet. You sit down. Understand? Be delusional.
Thank you, God, for letting me be here and wake up another day. God, I want to thank you for these past few days. Thank you for all the experiences. Thank you for the blessings. Thank God for letting me achieve my dreams and letting my family be with me along this journey. God, I thank you for everybody in this chat. I pray that their families stay healthy, and God, thank you for everything you've done for me. Please forgive us for all of our sins. Amen. Amen.
Time. Talking about subbing. Wait, let me cancel this. Talking about subbing, of course. Sub to Golf Card Chat. Amazing YouTuber. This video would not be made without him. He's my golfer. Not just that, but sub to me. I'm just saying, sub to me. Drop me a sub. Drop Golf Card a sub. But obviously, specifically sub to Golf Card before you sub to me. You know, this video wouldn't be here without him or Marlon. Both of them are at peak. Thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.